I'm Christina Thalayasingam, Senior Test Engineer at Medidata Solutions by Ethos Systems. I'm so glad to be part of TestFlix 2020, something positive for this year, and very excited to be here. You can follow me on Twitter, so tweet away as you watch this video, and also you can find me on LinkedIn as well. So let's dive quickly into the topic. So today we are going to talk about full stack testing ethos for a progressive team. This is something important and very vital for the quality or the testing teams out there, because now the approach is to not only just do the functional testing, because that's not giving as much as results as required. We want to get down to those bugs, those issues at an early stage, and therefore we are trying to look at the application inside out, right? And that is what full stack testing is. Now, there's a common understanding thinking that full stack means understanding or learning different languages and trying to do test automation in different languages. And that's not the case. Full stack testing is about the stack, the application, testing it in all aspects of testing and in all layers of the application, end to end, so that you don't have any sort of issues or hiccups that can be found at a later stage close to a release or so on. This helps us find issues at an early stage and not rely on the last minute silo teams coming into and working with the project or the particular features. So what is this full stack? Let's look at that. So first of all, you need to get your context straight, right? The culture should be such that the team is believing in the full stack approach. Bring up the old mistakes that were done. Show why that those mistakes were done. How full stack testing would have avoided that. Basically, the understanding of the different layers, being able to troubleshoot that would have been a plus point. Like, for example, if functionality was working fine, but performance wasn't, and that was the issue that was raised at a latter part and was something difficult to be fixed before going into production, then bring that up, right? And especially when we are talking about this, the leadership matters because the team needs to believe in this goal, right? Therefore, the leadership needs to create POCs, show the way so that the team believes in this concept. Now, we need those skill sets, and we will come to that, but we need those masters of one who are, or the people who are subject level experts to help the team come into that phase of learning full stack testing. Now we need to set realistic goals, right? For that, we need to make sure that we manage our time. We need to make sure that the team has the right environments. Now, you could not do performance testing in a test environment, which is not at all similar to a production environment in terms of infrastructure, data, and so on, right? We need to make sure that we choose the right tools as we move into full stack testing, right? We don't want to choose something that is difficult, something that doesn't match the skill sets of the team, something that doesn't match this application stack at all, right? Something that doesn't match our requirements wouldn't fit the purpose, right? This is about trust. This is about collaboration. This is not a competition. Delegation needs to be made for each of these skill sets, these new types of testing, so that each of the teammates feel that they belong and they start moving into that so that they become subject level experts and they help the team to move in the same path as well. They can, there's always space for continuous learning, which helps them to learn and understand how the end users feel. They understand the product, they understand what sort of the thinking behind the product is. And the continuous testing mindset then starts coming through as they think about moving into continuous testing, right? So as full stack testing, once you come to that stage, you move into automating that, and then you move into full stack test, continuous testing, right? So we've got the context now. Right. Now, the next thing is we want to look at the stack. Now, this is going to remind you something similar to what you've seen in certain presentations. This is similar to a test pyramid, right? We need to give importance, a lot of importance to the context and unit testing. Now, you would wonder, isn't it a developer's job? It could be, right? Sometimes, some places it's the tester's job itself. But if it is, then it is the sole responsibility of the test team to make sure that they review it and understand it because end of the day, we are the test engineers and we think testing, right? Next, you need to come up with integration testing. Now, this doesn't only stick to functionality again. You can look at performance, security, non-functional aspects as well. But this is around the service level database. Now, this is the underlying issues. So when there's issues here, you will definitely see issues for end users no matter what, at some point, at least. The next thing is end to end, that complete workflow. Now, this is where you not only again stick only to functional, but we go with performance and security and so on. Finally, we have the acceptance testing. Now, this is again something that makes the end user accept the application and want to use it. So, this is again not functional alone. That's the wrong mistake that everyone seems to be making, but this also means you need a faster application and a secure application as well. And that is what the end user will accept as an application. So finally, look at the benefits of becoming a full stack testing team. A team that has progressed into full stack testing will be a versatile team. They'll have more experience and they will understand the application in all layers, which means they can troubleshoot the issues very easily. This helps spotting issues at an early stage, which means there's less amount of hiccups at a later stage, which helps with timely delivery and which is budget friendly. This obviously approach is all about continuous learning, and let's talk about that. Now, as you see, there are some setbacks. So, as I said, time management is key. If the company has certain priorities, make sure that those priorities are given thought for, and then this approach is brought in as well, right? Don't make the team get too much worked up with this. The continuous learning of trends is very important because as new trends come out, you will learn more things as well. Confusion about team member responsibility is something once you get into full stack testing, everyone thinks if I go on leave, someone else can go take it up and do it. Well, that needs to be clearly mentioned as well. Finally, I want to leave you with mouse and elephant. Start small and aim big. Thank you so much. And these are contacts. So connect to me if you have any questions. Thank you.